Do, 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 do. You want to hit it out of the park when it comes to your bookkeeping services? You need me, Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. Full service financials, which means we help you with QuickBooks. We're certified QuickBooks advisors. Full payroll service. We can handle it all. Deal with the IRS? I'm an enrolled agent, which means I'm licensed to be able to deal with the Internal Revenue Service on your behalf. Full financial services. We can handle giving information to your banks. You need this information if you're going to borrow money or if you need to put more money in your pocket. We're the firm for you. Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. We're on your team to help you save more money. Easy. Pick up the phone. Give me a call. 615-367-0819. Check out the website. It's got all the information. www.drfriday.com or just email me friday@drfriday.com. We are here in the kitchen of the Dr. Friday Show, and guess what? We are continuing our conversation. If nothing else, I want you to understand that if they raise the taxes on corporations, who is paying the tax? We are. That's right. It's all about, today we're going to talk about beer. It's all about manufacturing beer, not so much about buying a can of beer. So to be, fun and enjoy our kitchen scene, we're actually going to make beer. Believe it or not, you can actually make it yourself. All you would need is to go down, you buy a beer kit, buy one of these cute little buckets, one of these little thingies, and just have a little kitchen setup. So just to get started, it's all that and a little package of yeast. So while we're making this, and this I've already filled up and it's fermenting, but basically you're going to pour the yeast in, and what the yeast does, just so you understand, is going to eat up all that sugar so you get to that wonderful beer taste. Okay, so what you do is you have to warm this up a little bit because it's so thick. It's amazing how thick this is. And you're going to have some, a couple quarts of water in there, and you're just going to pour it in, and all we're going to do is basically make this so it's really smooth. Now, if you are a big manufacturing company and you are making beer and you're creating jobs, what is the main goal of that business? Is to make profits, isn't it? So the government comes back to you, and let's take New York, for example, because one thing that's happened back in March in New York, they had this deal. There's over 90 breweries in the state of New York City, over 300,000 jobs. And they had this deal where basically they were saving on every 6 bottles or 6-pack, they were saving basically $1 on how they could, on taxes and things. So they were passing that on to who? Us, the consumers. When we enjoyed buying a bottle, we got to save that. The state goes, we're losing thousands and hundreds and thousands of dollars. I believe it's actually like $1.3 million from all the breweries. They're losing. So, well, they said, let's get rid of that law. Let's get rid of that. So if you're watching right now and you're thinking, that's a great idea, the state of New York now has $1.3 million more than they had before. But let's keep thinking about that. If a corporation does not pay taxes, if you were going out and you were buying this, and let's say that this costs $6 for a 6-pack, and now they're going to have to increase it by $1. Do you think that they're going to keep it at $6, or do you think that it's going to go to $7? Well, that's exactly what happened. Beer prices across the board went up by $1. Now, this is the same in anything you're talking about. It doesn't make a difference. You could be selling spoons. You could be making these pots. It doesn't make a difference what you do. What it does make a difference is if the government comes in and says, we're going to charge you more money to produce this, be that in taxation, in increased payroll tax laws, increased health care laws, whatever it takes to manufacture and produce a profit on this, what's going to happen? This pot or this spoon or these cans of beer are going to go up. So who is really going to pay the tax? Is it the company that's basically going to have to do an increase so that they can still make the same profit? Then you're saying, well, they're just hungry. I mean, gosh, they make millions and millions of dollars in profits. They're gouging us. Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't believe that anyone should tell a company how much money they make. But all of these companies you're looking at, all of these are ones that maybe your 401k is invested in. So let's think about the other side of this. Who owns these companies, this pot, these spoons, all these things? Who really owns them? Is it the corporation or the shareholders? And, now let's go there. If it's the shareholders, that's me. I'm a shareholder. So does that mean that now when these companies make money, that big bad company is making money? Or is it me, the shareholder, that's making money? Now my 401k is going like this. Oh, wow, now you're thinking, now that's a good thing. I want my 401k to go up, but yet you don't want those big bad companies to make money. Are you guys freaking crazy? I mean, it can't go both ways. You can't have your 401k go like this and corporate profits go like this. They go in conjunction with each other. So you can't have all of these things produced without making money. Is that making sense? Is it something you understand? Because it's really, really important. And all you're going to do, guys, when this is done, this is the easiest thing. You're going to take this, pour it into this bucket, add another about 3 or 4 gallons of water, just distilled water, seal this lid on really tight, put this little bad boy, and it sits for weeks and weeks. And when basically, once it's done, pop that off, and you're going to have yourself some fabulous beer. And you know what? You can buy all kinds. As you see, I got all different flavors and styles here. You can buy kits just like this in different flavors and kits. So it might be a fun thing to try. I've tried making wine once too. My wine turned out, I think, a little better than my beer. But that being said, just to recap, once you've actually decided any product that you look at and you say, I mean, I hear the student loan people saying about their credit loans and those companies making billions and billions of dollars. Again, think about the whole picture is all I'm asking. Because when you go out there and you think, oh, we need to raise taxes on corporations. And again, in this country, we have the second highest corporate rate in the entire world. Now, really? So we're paying more in corporate taxes. Does that think about that. So people that bring in things from other countries into this country, why do you think Walmart is becoming so successful? Because American companies have a really, really, really hard time competing when you have corporate tax rates being number 2, and they don't even have any major taxation to bring it in. So we've got to think about other ways than keeping our American companies that create American jobs, that feed American families and create American wealth, and stop taxing them out the yin-yang and start thinking of ways that we can put more money in their pockets, which then turns around and puts more money in my pocket, because that's the way I like things to happen. So I hope that you understood and really enjoyed this, because again, making something in the kitchen, I enjoy talking and cooking because it keeps my hands busy. As you can see, I'm always talking with my hands anyways. And in this one, it was about the easiest cooking show I've ever done on this show, because it really doesn't take much to do. But if you want to know more about this, just go to my website, www.drfriday.com. I hope you enjoyed the Dr. Friday Show. This has all been about teaching you how you can keep your mental strength and your body in shape. Also teaching you about taxes. How corporate taxes work in this country is something you need to understand if you're going to keep more money in your pocket. If you want to know more about how to get a hold of me, go to www.drfriday.com, pick up the phone and give me a call at 615-367-0819. I hope you had a great time. I sure did. Call you later.